Hi guys, I'm Steve Benitez. I'm here to introduce you today to the Pencak Silat Wali Songo family system. We're going to be covering the basic fundamental principles of our style. Firstly with the harimau, which is the tiger aspects of what we do, Cutching, which is the cat, buaya, which is the crocodile, and then we'll move on to the more upright aspects of the Silat system with Garuda, which is the bird aspects. I'd also like to introduce Alvin Gina now, who's been with me for the last 12 years. He's my top student and been my training partner for the last, about 12 years. Yes, Al? Good. Okay, firstly, we're going to look at the start positions that we call Basang. Basang in Indonesian means ready. And from there, we're going to look at 3 basic blocks. Okay? So it's usually done in a side position. So this would be the Basang. Alvin's going to throw a punch and I'm going to do a block. Okay, I'll do it this way. Okay, just hold it there. This Basang position is usually practiced in Indonesia against a knife attack. So for example, if he had a blade, I'd be covering that aspect of myself, that side aspect of myself. The first block we're looking at is a downward motion, and I'm going to step in. Again, really slowly this time. There's a block, slap, Indonesian tampa, knee strike at the same time. I'll do that once again. And one more. Okay. Now this time you're going to see a progression where I'm going to strike, slap, enter, and then I'm going to introduce something called pukul. Pukul in Indonesian means striking. Here's a strike, followed with a knee break. Okay, we'll do that again. There's a strike and a knee break. Okay, I'm going to progress that movement. You'll notice in Indonesian Silat, the hand doesn't move back. So for example, you wouldn't strike then move back. There's a continuous flow of motion. Again out. Strike, hit. Now, next posture called gale or twist. So I'm going to stop there and build it from there. Strike, twist, and step. Take, twist. Now from here, that twist can be a strike or a step. I'm going to use it as a step and my first break. Move in, step, and we have our first neck break or lock or so forth. Alvin, do you want to have a go? Alvin's going to do the exact same. Starting from the first posture, just the block. Now build it up, Alvin. Now take it to the ground. This time I step back, he's going to step forward and twist. Now you can see that twist is also used for front kicking. But if I was closer, he would use for kneeing or for stepping, and then you have a break. Okay, I just want to explain something. Usually in a Pencak Silat, what people don't understand is whatever style they do, whether an upright style, the environment in Indonesia is conducive for all sorts of applications. It's very jungle, very wet, very slippery. So you'll never have just a technique going if the ground is slippery. So a Silat technique will always possibly end up on the floor. So what I'm going to do is with every technique I'm going to give you the progression and take you from an upright position, which is you're more likely to start off a fight or a combat situation, and that end up on the floor, which is, as you know, most fights end up on the floor. We're going to look at the second application now. From the side position called Basang, which is a lower block called dampa. So as you can see, I'm looking to slip underneath. You'll notice that the shoulder slips and rises at the same time, just to protect the face. And you'll notice once again that the knee is positioned here to take his knee. So we're going to look at that. Now this particular block is used to get underneath a person and get someone down as quickly as possible. Okay, so this is the progression. And take the person down. Now I'm going to take you through the progression from the ground posture. Enter. Now watch, my position will normally be from here, will be a rising or a jump position, so look, a step and a kick to the groin. We'll do that once more. So I take him down, twist the body once again, look, and you have a kick straight or step, kick to the groin. Alvin's going to demonstrate the same technique. Dump up. One more round. Okay, so this time Alvin's going to take you to the ground and apply a neck lock. And as you can see, he takes a lock, this time with his feet. This time what Alvin's going to do is he's going to use the same technique, but he's going to jump and then take you to the ground using harimau, tiger, and then he's going to put a crocodile buaya neck lock. Usually, this is usually called mati death from this point onwards. Hopefully Alvin won't do that now, but we'll see. This time we're going to look at the third evasive technique. It's not really a block, it's more of an evasion. Again, it's used dampa. Anything that you see in Silat like that or like that is usually called dampa. Okay. Now usually, this is usually used to slip or get on the outside of a person. So I'm going to do that a couple of times. And again, you can see a strike position, but it's usually done to get into this position behind the person. I'll do that one more. Okay. Now, breaking it down, the first technique is dampa. Now, you'll notice here, the second technique, my hand will come up, but there'll be a twist straight away. Remember that twist is called galek or gale, depending on what interpretation of Indonesian you're using. Okay, so look. Dampa, twist, and then I'm going to launch a neck lock. Again, I'm going to take him to the ground, but I'll do it progressively. One, twist, step, take to the ground, and then look, furthermore, we take to the ground with an arm break. Dampa, open twist, open lock. There's the drop in the traditional kuda-kuda open stance. Open neck break, and again you'll see the twist, which is another neck break or arm break, as you can see. Left hand down on the neck, or a pin. We'll do that again. Dampa, gelek, take the neck, drop, open arm break, twist, pin and break. Again, you can see Indonesian Silat is fluid, and you'll notice that a hand technique from an upright position will swiftly move into a ground position. When done at speed, you can see 4 or 5 techniques done within a second and a half. And that's the beauty of an Indonesian Silat. It flows from one posture to the next without breaking. Okay, Alvin's going to demonstrate. Again, slow it down. Tampa. The first, again, tampa. Yeah. Okay, now he's going to do a tampa, but this hand will open up. In traditional Garuda, open wing. Okay, so as you can see, there's the tampa, here's the outside, but the difference is that Alvin opens his wing, which allows him to use a technique swiftly. Okay, ready? Okay, now he's going to progress that. Again into a neck lock. Take it down. Then he takes me down. Again, the same arm block. Right through. And then as you can see, another arm block and a break. Hold that back, Alvin. You'll see in Silat, these positions, although there's a pin and a break, you'll still find in Silat movements to slip from these positions, which is why the ground aspects of Silat is so important. Just to explain that no one on the street is going to say, here, take a punch, as you know. Punches are wild, they come from all different angles. Good boxers are great at this. At East West Studios, all we do is I always say to the Silat guys, test your Silat against Western boxing, always. So Silat's never practiced like so, it's always practice in sparring. But this is for instructional use. What you're going to see now is a punch and a hook, and all Alvin's going to do is use the Basang position. So the first one will be a block, which is the first block, which is a takedown. And the second one, watch again, will be an entry. So we're going 1, 2. Do that again slowly. So look, the first one's a straight punch. Now, notice this block, this here is called Garuda's beak, or the beak of a bird. You'll see it like so. Sometimes you'll see, if we're moving around, you'll see he'll use that as, just as a jabbing, just to protect himself against a jab. Okay? But now what he's going to do is he's going to block, I'm going to hook, and he's going to step in. We'll do that again. 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. Right, we're going to progress that. You'll see 1, 2, and then Alvin's going to drop and use his elbow and take me down. Bang. Again, taking me to the ground. 1, 2, elbow, take me to the ground. 1, 2, slips to the ground, and then applies a leg lock. Now he's going to progress that into a leg break. As you can see, the ankle from that position, go down, Alvin. You can see an ankle break, hold it there. So again, straight punch done slowly. 1, hook, entry, elbow, take, and then there's an ankle lock, or a pin, or even if he twists it, it's a snap, it's a break. Takes me to the ground. and again applies an ankle break, or a lock or a pin. As you can see, he's pinning my knee with his knee, but then the ankle's locked with his left hand. Okay. Okay, this time I'm going to show the exact same technique, but you'll see on the floor I'm going to apply a counter using one of the animal styles. 1, 2, 3. This here, position here is called gunting, scissors. Okay? As he applies the lock, what I do is I go into something called gurat, which is turtle. You'll notice I'll change my body shape and pin. And apply a lock. You'll see these techniques very popular nowadays in submission wrestling or grappling. We'll do that again. There's the gunting position. Now watch the change and the slip and the lock. Okay. In Pencak Silat, if you're locking or breaking, has to be done quickly. The reason for this are the weapons, knives, blades, swords, goloks and so forth. Okay. Same technique again, Alvin. This time I'm going to demonstrate a counter from the ground, yeah? There's the gunting, there's the change. Watch. I take him from behind and then a sudden twist and lock. Okay. So you can see the ground aspects of Silat are hugely important. Again, we're going to use the first block, but this time against numerous attacks. Okay, so you can see. Firstly, Basang, you're using it. Firstly, you'll see that's used against a jab. He then takes a block, he then takes a hook. This time he's going to take 4 or 5 different techniques. I'm going to go 1, hook, then watch again. The moment this comes round, there's an elbow straight in. Now this in Silat is done quickly and it's called pukul, striking. And you'll notice that when he blocks, a lot of these blocks are also strikes. So the first one, you'll see, takes it there, but now I'm coming in. Yep. You can see he's already ready to strike from the first block. Strike, strike, strike. This time I'm going to come in with an array of techniques. Bang, bang, bang. And again, all he's using is basic elbow techniques from the first basic block. We'll do it really slowly. There comes the elbow, there comes the elbow, and you can see there comes the elbow, still in line of motion. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do that, slightly speed it up. Couple more. Last one. So you can see all Alvin's using is the Basang position. That's the extended Basang, side Basang. He closes it and it becomes a beak. He opens it and he uses the wing. And that's from the first basic block. Okay, this time we're going to use again the same basic block and guard against some knees and some kicks. Okay, there's a lot of kneeing and kicking in Silat. Silat, you'll know, well, depending what style of Silat, the particular style that I do is Wali Songo, as you know, it's a family, it's 500 years old, and it's a combination of many different styles. And one of our principles is that we hit with every single aspect of the body. So for example, if I hit and I dropped, I'd headbutt him, or if I hit, I'd hit. I wouldn't pull the hand back. But this is not common in every Silat system. But you'll see how Alvin, from this basic guard position and this basic block, will start taking and destroying kicks, whether front, roundhouse or knees. Alright, so here we have a simple knee. And you can see how he uses, he uses the elbow just straight down. So now watch, I'm going to do a double knee. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. One more. 1, 2. Alvin's going to take me to the ground on the first knee, you'll see. 1, and he'll come in and take me straight on the ground with a thrust position. Ready again? 1. Done slowly, entry, take, and break. So watch slowly, the front knee. Usually in Silat, when we knee or kick, there's a turn. This is to protect the groin. So there's the knee. Now Alvin steps in. There you can see the take, and straight away there's a pin. Now hold it there. Now he's going to use what we call a cutching, turning back kick, which usually lands here, but for safety will be here. We'll do that again. Now here's the front knee. There's the block. There's the entry take. Now he turns over in Cutching, usually a kick or another pin. Well done, El. Technique. So that's a front knee. Now what we're going to do is a basic front kick. So I'm going to position again from a twist position. Front kick. Alvin steps back, again using that as a block. This time he's going to open it slightly. And we'll see. He steps back and uses that as a block. One more out. Okay, this time again he's going to take me to the ground. Yep. So you'll see from the first block, kick, now watch, go back Alvin, you'll see in Silat that the wing, there's the step back, and then the wing position pushes, slight curve, drops, comes over, applies a choke, straight to the ground. One more. So this time what we're going to see is, again, front kick, and Alvin's going to block, step back, take you to the ground, and then you'll notice something in Silat called garik-garak, which is counter for counter. I'm going to apply a counter to a neck break from the Cutching, the cat style. Here we go. Front, he turns me, now watch. I'm out, as you can see, and already there's a lock. We'll do that very slowly again. These are the subtle aspects of Silat, and unfortunately, a lot of Western students haven't taken their time to learn the traditional aspects of what we would call the flower dance, or spent enough time in Indonesia, so you very rarely see these techniques. And there's a break. One more. As you can see, there's the turn. Watch my hand slip. Turn and a break. Now from here you'll find sometimes Silat positions, turn and break again, or use unusual postures. But these postures in Silat are traditional and hugely effective against neck breaks. So you'll see from here, there's a neck break, an arm break, and if I wanted to, a kick. So you can see there's the turn, a break, and then if I wanted a pin or a kick. Okay, we've covered the knee and we've covered a front kick. We're going to do a basic roundhouse kick, again using the same basic block. So Basang position, Basang position. Okay, so watch from here. Again, I'm going to twist and he's going to block. It's slow. You can see here Alvin's using again the elbow. Alright, one more time, done slowly. In Silat, you'll find that when we kick, we twist the foot. It's just so that the hips can follow through and you'll get a lot more power. Okay, so it'll be like, there you go. One more, Alvin. Okay, this time he's going to take you to the ground. Watch, step. You'll notice Alvin is using a different step. This is called langkah in Indonesian. The langkah that he's using is sepok. Okay, watch. One. Now watch how he steps. You'll notice that he grabs the feet and then sweeps. We'll do that again. And one more time. Bang. There's the entry, there's the sweep. And now he applies a lock and a choke. Same again, done at the same pace. And Alvin applies again. And knee, hold it there, go back. Again, the use of the shin in Silat to pin. And watch the turn now from here. Alvin turns, as I come up, bang, knee. We'll do that one more. Same angle, same angle. There's the pin. As I come up, turn knee. Okay, this time I'm going to show a counter from the ground. Now you'll notice I've dropped, my heel is in his hip, I'm ready as he comes forward, I turn him over. Let's do that again. Down slowly, 1, 2. You'll notice this time I've turned the body this way, and watch, the leg is on the outside, there's a sweep. And again a lock with the feet. Okay, one more. The counter that I'm applying there is from Cutching and Buaya. Cutching being the cap and Buaya, and I'm using Buaya's tail to choke Alvin's neck. Here is a Cutching drop, sweep, and there's a Buaya using its tail, neck break, and again I'll finish coming up the body. We're going to use the exact same technique again. I'm going to drop a roundhouse. Alvin's going to take it to the ground, and then I'm going to apply a counter using Cutching, and then a neck break from Buaya. The great thing about Silat is that you can have a lot of fun. This is called play, main, or playing. Unfortunately, again, some of the Silat guys nowadays don't really have a smile on their face, or they don't enjoy their training, and it's kind of sad because you can play around with the Silat, and the vocab of your movement will just grow and grow as you start playing, and there's no fixed rules with it. I'm going to show you a different counter this time. Okay, again, roundhouse, Alvin steps in, sweeps, there is the Cutching. Just step back, Alvin. Now, traditionally speaking, it would be done like so. So from here, it would be done like so. Come back in. I turn, and again straight away apply a neck lock. Okay, same again. Roundhouse kick, block, take, sweep, fall into Cutching, take. There is the neck break, and I would finish up with a kick right through. Again, a roundhouse kick, block, take, entry, sweep, Cutching roll, Cutching take, and again you can see the neck break with the shin, and then a follow through straight away. What we're going to do now is we're going to concentrate on some of the steps. These steps are called lunkers. There's 6 basic steps, and then we have a variation of many other different steps, but the 6 steps are the foundations. We're going to start with the Basang ready position, so I've been moving to Basang ready. Okay, as you can see, that's the elbow that we've predominantly used, that's the guard that we've used, that's the beat that we've used, and that's been our foundation. But now we're going from to the lower part, so we're moving from the hips to the feet, stepping. Okay, first step's called L step. Alvin will take the step, 1 and 2, and step back. And you can see there's 2 components to the step. The first one is he shifts his weight onto his left foot. Knee slightly rises, then he steps through. And back. You can also see that the hands and the feet are moving together. Okay, so we're still concentrating on the lunker L step, but now with a progressive application. Again, the L step is used predominantly to get on the outside, but we'll see later on how we can use it in different variations. Ready up? Okay. One more. Okay, now from here you'll notice he steps back into a leg break. And a pin. Okay, from a slightly different angle. Okay, one more. Okay, Basang position. Okay, this time he's going to use it to get on the inside. Same step, but get on the inside. Again, I'm just feeding in a straight punch just for the viewers, so that they can see basic applications. Okay, now this time he's in the inside, and you'll notice when usually we get in the inside, elbows usually come out like so. So watch again. Now Alvin will use for his strike an elbow. Watch again. Bang. Again. Bang. Again. And this time he's going to take me down using a twist position and a pin. Inside elbow, turn, pin. Ah, shucks. Again, Alvin's going to use a straight punch, and I'm just going to slip straight into an L step and a pin. So you can see this lunker can be used straight away. Can even be used, first position, as a slip, and the second position as a kick. Bang, kick. So watch the L step, it moves forward first here, and then here to get on the outside, or here to be used as a kick. This time I'm using it straight as a pin. One more. Okay. Just for the viewer's sake, a lot of this slapping that you see in Silat is designed sometimes just to get a reaction. So come in. Sometimes you might find, you'll notice his guard comes up, and then watch, a pin. Also, that most of your energy is stored in the legs, and slapping, the inside or stamping, brings the energy up. Okay, so that's what it's used. But usually for trickery, so I might go, you can see a strike or you might even use it like so, or like bang. So again, do it slowly. There's the first slap, brings his guard down, elbow. So though it looks kind of soft, it also has an application. Okay, at our academy in London at East West Studios, which is a full Silat academy, we also have different artists from Thailand, so we have a lot of Thai boxing, Western boxing, judo, at Krav Maga. We have different arts, so we're quite lucky to, there's a lot of sparring that goes on, so Silat is in its home environment. What do I mean by that? I mean that the Indonesians were occupied over the last 600, 700, 800 years, many different countries from Japan. You know, you had a Persian influence, you've had Indian influences, you've had Western, Portuguese, British, Dutch. So the Indonesians have always fought against outsiders, not only on jungle territory, but on all different types of territory. So the Silat has always had to be able to mould shape, size, structure. Indonesians are quite short. If you see the Dutch, they're quite tall. So a lot of these techniques, like, for example, this L-step technique, would be done against someone who was taller. Because it's very easy to get an Indonesian man, slightly, I'm not saying that all Indonesians are short, but they're short. And I'm not saying that all Dutch people are, you know, tall, but they're tall. Right, so I'm just going to pretend I'm around this size. Okay, now you imagine me applying this lunker step here. It would be very easy for me to drop someone to the ground. Now usually in Indonesian Silat, when they drop someone to the ground, usually a lot of the weapons come out. So you might see a krambit, you might see foot weapons, you might see hand weapons, you might see weapons extended on the elbows, or you might see, even times, this called destar, sometimes would have a stone used for headbutting. So you've got to take a lot of these techniques into context, okay? Okay, same again, L step, but apply a slightly different angle, okay? So watch this time, I'm going to come on the outside, come in, step, knee, drop, pin, break. Watch again. Going to change the angle. Twist, knee, drop, break. Now, Alvin, hold that position there. This position here in Silat would be called kuda, or kuda, meaning horse riding stance. And again, it's used to break necks or break backs, and you'll see it with this L-step application. So one, knee, drop, you'll see the drop, and now in perfect kuda for a neck break. And again, the Silat continues to flow from here. So look, there's a step back, and a kick, and another one. Let's try. Okay, once more, done slightly slower. L step with a slight change of angle, knee, drop back into kuda, and again I drop back and apply a kick. Okay, I'm going to show one last application from the L step, this time with a throw. Again, in Silat you have throws, locks, chokes, punches, strikes, knees, elbows. There's a whole array of techniques. You can't just label Silat to being ground. It's got a vast array of techniques. So again, from the L step, straight jab, I'm going to strip and we're going to apply a throw. There's the entry, and there's the turn. Now, technically speaking, this posture here, hold it there, Ralph, this posture here would be considered as a harimau pose position, like so. But I use it as a throw. Sometimes from here you'll find that people drop and break with the neck. There's different applications. Okay, see that again? So watch the lunker, L step. I turn into harimau poses. And there's the throw. Okay, we're gonna cover one more step, one more langkah from Basang position. This here is called Depok. So Avin's going to Depok and back. You can see it's a completely different angle. Depok and back. Okay, one more time, Alvin. One and back. Okay, we're going to see some basic applications. This time, I'm going to come in and come in with a hook. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2. Okay, we'll do it again. Again from the same basic block, but the lunker is Depok. 1, 2. Okay, one more time. 1, 2. Now what Alvin's going to do here is going to do his first application, which is a side kick, or it's a sweep. Ready? 1, 2, bang. Again, 1, 2, hold it there. Now that kick is usually applied to the hip. Now watch the backhand. We'll do that again. One more. You'll notice Alvin controls the back of my head and the knee. The back of my head, and that's usually for kneeing. That time it was used with a sweep. We'll do that one again. Yeah, done slower. 1, 2. You'll notice Alvin's controlling a lot of the time my neck, and that's either because he wants to knee or elbow. Do that one more. In Silat, if you can control the neck, we say, you can control the whole body. Okay, we'll do that again, go slowly. 1, 2, there's the sweep. Controls my neck, come up, elbow, or again knee, right across the body. Okay. Back to Depok lunker. What we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how to practice these lunker steps so that you can go home, and develop them. But firstly, you might want to practice the L step just in a straight line. So we'll go 1 and back. Or you might go 1, step back, and then watch Basang change. And then he'll go 1, step back, Basang change, so that he's covering both sides. Again, it's important in Silat that you change your right side and your left side. Again, you'll find that a lot of fighters are too one-sided. The moment they come around multiple attackers, they can't operate, or they don't have the artillery to operate due to just working the right side. In Silat, the Wali Songo Silat, we always coach right and left and right, and all the drills are simulated in that way, so that your left side is balanced with your right side. So that's the L step. You can do the exact same with Depok. Let's Basang. Ready? Depok. And then Depok back into Basang position, change, and Depok, and back, and change. So you can see those two basic steps. This time we're going to do it slightly different. We're going to walk up in a straight line. Again, this is very traditional. When I was learning these lunker steps with Guru Ma, she had me for months walking up and down a beach in Dunham or her garden, just walking up and down. Sometimes very tedious and boring, but completely essential for your Silat development. Okay, Basang. So we go Basang 1, step 1. Okay, now back into Basang position. Forward into Basang position. Yeah, and then step 2. And then again step into Basang position, and then step again, and then Basang into position. And you can do this backwards as well, so he can Basang backwards, and then again, and then backwards, and then again. So you can do this in a straight line, going up and down, or right side or left side. Okay, we're going to do the exact same with Depok, so watch Depok, but because of the angle, it will be done at an angle, and then he's going to step into Basang, and then again into Depok, and then again into Basang. Okay, you can do it backwards, again, and again, and again. There's different ways. And then the last way I'm going to show you, a little bit more interesting, is to combine the both. So he's going to Basang L step, then back into Basang position, straight into Depok, back into Basang position, Basang change, again, step into L step, back, and then again, Depok, and back. back into Basang, and then again now with a turn. We do it slowly because it's a little bit more intimate. Okay, ready? Right. Basang, and L step. Now watch this, now he's going to turn, and with a turn. There you go. And again he's going to L step, this is a little bit more traditional, and turn. You'll notice here that the elbows, the hands and the feet are moving nicely. You'll notice that every time Alvin moves, that is guarding, as we saw earlier with the basic blocks, that is guarding him. It's really important that you understand this, because if this structure's wrong, you'll find you won't be able to really use your Silat. Alright, we'll do that again. 1, and turn. 2, and turn. 3, and turn. 4, and turn. And then Alvin's going to do it the other side, Basang change, and you can see both right side and left side are operating smoothly. 1, and turn. 2, and turn. Basang change. Now we're going to do the same with the Depok. Okay? It's Depok with a turn. Step. Watch the turn. Turn. And step. And turn. Basang change. Step. And turn. And step. And turn. Okay, for this DVD, and there will be more, we will just focus on those 2 Lanka steps, because the applications and the array of applications from those steps are vast. But it's most importantly that you practice the actual Lankas like that, in that order that I gave you, in a straight line, backwards and forwards, and also with a turn, and then mix the both. Okay. We're going to move on now to how to use kuda twisting called the gelek, the four corners, and the importance of it. You'll notice that a lot of the times when I take Alvin to the floor, like so, you'll notice that I sometimes twist. You see, as I'm twisting, I use my twist to further lock or break his arm. So there's a lot of twisting in Silat. Okay. You'll notice again another twist. Here, I twist to change the angle, break, sometimes to use a kick and a pin. Do that again. You'll notice, look, there's the twist, sweep, and then if again I wanted to twist again, look, there's a pin on the elbow and a quick break. So there's a lot of turning, twisting. You also see this when, for example, Alvin throws a front kick, I might twist. Twist. You might see it again if he knees, I might twist. Twist. You'll see here, twist. I can use the elbow, twist, use the knee. Hugely important. Now again, there's a progressive way of training this twisting, coiling movement that we call gale or galek. Galek. Right, usually done on the floor. So I'd like to go on the floor. Now we're going back to the basic blocks. Traditionally, Pencak Silat is usually practiced on the ground. And I've been practicing this art now for 21 years. And I've practiced all over Indonesia. Guru Ma sent me to many of her teachers. All of them, no matter what style, whether it be Cimande, or whether it be Cikalong, or whether it be Garuda or Silat Angin, I had to always start on the ground. Even with 18, 19 years of experience going to another teacher, I always had to stay on the ground. And there's a great teaching about that. It keeps you humble. It also develops the ability to fight on the floor. So that's why a lot of times you see Silat practitioners on the floor. It's not that Silat's meant for the floor, it's that they started there. Okay, so now we're going back to the first basic blocks. And I'll show you, nice tight position. I'm just going to feed him some straight line punches. And what Alvin's going to do is going to twist from the upper part of his body. Twist, twist, twist. You'll notice without the punching, he's twisting. Twist, twist. Again used to protect his whole torso, but also later on to generate power. You'll find that good boxers, PAM! Have a coil. All of them have a coil. Evander Holyfield was probably one of the best exponents of twisting, or Mike Tyson. All good fighters have a coil, they have a twist. Great Muay Thai kickers, they have a great whip, comes from the twist. Right. Alright, so we're going to use two basic blocks and two entries. But you'll notice the body's twisting. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And then what we're going to do here is we're going to use the second block that we used, which was the two dumper. One that's coming up from the body, across, and the other one going to the side. So it would look like this. 1, 2, 3. You'll notice the first one comes down, the second one moves across, the third one comes up. So it's down, across, or up. You can practice these in any order. Right, so the second one we're doing is across. Okay? Ready? You'll notice Alvin is still twisting. Again, this is not a block, it's an evasion. Most important thing here is the twisting. Okay, third one is the dumper. Also, just to point out that when practicing on the ground, this will give you a lot more mobility and agility. You know, it will keep you supple. A lot of Westerners just want to practice upright, but it's nice to practice on the ground. It keeps you mobile and agile. Okay, third one. You'll notice he's coming up. Again, twist, slight twist. Okay. Next exercise, again from the ground, is slightly higher, but still considered on the ground. So what Alvin and I are going to do is we're going to go into open Cutching, step back into closed Cutching. Now from here, we're going to twist, and then come back. So we're going to twist, and come back. We're going to twist. Now I'd like to stress with the viewers, a lot of these ground postures, a lot of traditional Silat, I've noticed that a lot of Westerners practice these low postures, and sometimes the alignment of the ankle, the knee and the hip is wrong, and then what happens is that you start getting pulls on the ligaments or the tendons, tendonitis at the back, or they start tearing their ligaments at the sides. Now this is due to poor alignment. Now I have to stress this because it's important that Silat practitioners understand correct alignment. Alright, so we're in a Cutching position. You'll notice that the ankle, the knee, and the knee here and the ankle here are perfectly aligned. Watch, as I twist, I first go forward, releasing that joint, opening that joint, and then come up and twist. We'll do that again, Alvin. Down you go. And up. And one more. Now, like I said, I've been practicing Silat 20 years, jumping, throwing, locking, and I'm injury free, all due to correct teaching. Alright, so now we're going to practice this simple drill with some applications. So, Alvin's going to turn out. So first motion, first twist, twist. That will be his first twist. Alright, okay, ready? Come back. So look, watch here, I'm going to drop a knee, he's going to twist. Okay, then watch what he's going to do next. He's going to twist again, but this time he's going to come underneath. Alright, watch again. So from here, just using what we would call the twisting, the gullet, I'm going to drop a front knee. Bang. He's going to twist out and slips out. Again. One twist, slip out, two. Again. One, two. One last one. One, two. Okay, this time he's going to take it further. So watch, we're going to progress this drill. One, two, and then he's going to step in and use a lock, taking me to the ground. So watch again, turn, twist, one, slip out, two, then he takes me to the ground, traditional Harimau position. Ready? One, two, and three. Alright, now the same twist, watch the twist, twist. We're going to practice in a kind of quicker drill just to make it a little bit more dynamic. Okay, so watch, Alvin's going to punch, bang, twist, knee. I'm going to punch, twist, knee, bang. Yep, bang, 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 bang. So you'll notice there's a twist, protection, knee. Okay, watch again. Okay, now we're going to progress that drill. So slowly, evade, twist, knee, step, sweep, break, break. Which again. evade, twist, knee, step, sweep, break, lock, break, or choke, break. Alvin's going to give you a little variation. Twist, knee, step, back, break. And one more, Alvin. So. So as you can see, there's a lot in the twisting. Again, from the twisting, just slightly, couple different techniques so that you can kind of see the different variations from the twist. All right, this time Alvin is going to throw a roundhouse, twist, and I'll take, bang. And then I throw a roundhouse, we play like so. Okay, so you can see the twist is also used for kicks, bang, for knees, bang. Okay, now this time we're going to progress it. Knee, bang, watch. I step and I throw. Alright, this technique could have been done slowly because of the danger in the actual technique. So look, watch again. There's the knee. Takes the roundhouse, but this time look. I step and throw. Okay, watch again. Last one. I take the roundhouse, step, throw. And I think two's enough because I don't want to get Alvin injured. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this basic introduction to Pencak Silat Wali Songo. Alvin and I have done our best to give you an easy way to follow so that you can practice at home. Guys, train safe, enjoy your Silat, and look forward to future presentations both on instructional and in the cinema. Sembak. No good just owning the physical movements. One has to own the soul of the art that we're doing.